So we're live, people. Arsenal 1, Man City 2. Happy New Year, people. It's just a full start to the year. 2022, I set myself big goals, and then first day of 2022, I see this. I feel flat. I feel deflated. I was at the game, so I just got home. But we've got a few guests today. I'll start with you, Delboy. Delboy, how you doing, man?
What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? Fucking gutted, mate. Absolutely gutted. And I was only saying, like, fucking with Spurs winning last minute goal as well, it's fucking sickening. I was actually just sort of listening in, like, listening to the enemy. I was listening into Spurs channel there, and they're fucking gassed up. They're bleeding so fucking on form. Like, they can't wait to play us on the 16th. It's same old shit from Xhaka, it's just, he's supposed to be an experienced player. You know what I mean? Why the fuck is he doing that? Like, putting his hand on, he should be sort of, like, making him go to the line. You know what I mean? And, make him try to cut in. But he's fucking, like, legs out in our own penalty box, legs out, pulling his short. You know what I mean? An experienced player should not be fucking doing that. It's so annoying.
Agree, man. Northside, how you doing?
Deflated, man. Deflated. I actually, after I done my stream after the game, I actually felt drained. Like, I had to go out of the shower, you know what I mean? Have a little beer. I just felt like, you know what? I'm not letting these bastards ruin my flipping weekend. You know what I mean? Like, how many times have we seen this? Some people may look at us like we're overreactive, but we've seen this. And when Xhaka came back into the team, man come back, from injury, get straight into the game, plays 2 games in a row. And I'm like, yo, it's because we're facing bottom half teams, As soon as he's going to get run, even in my preview I did with Grace T. May, I said, listen, when this guy's got people like Sterling running off of him, Mahrez and everything, he can't cope because he's too slow. He reads the game too slow, and he's physically too slow to keep up as well. Not only is he slow in the game, he's slow within his decision making, and he's not fast. So we've seen him get spun. And how many times have we seen him get spun and then pull players' shirt back or clip their legs? Like, when it's clear and obvious that you fouled them. It's like, bro, you're not playing down the park. You're not playing in Premier. You're not playing in Power League down at Wembley. You're flipping playing in the Prem. Do you think they're not going to see it on VAR? Because a lot of people have this assumption that they think that, because we don't see every decision getting checked. Most decisions do actually get checked, but then they kind of just play on. We don't get the replay of every decision that is checked by VAR. And I'm not sitting there defending VAR, because I think VAR and the refereeing has been a joke. But all the Arsenal fans sitting there complaining and moaning and groaning because they always got to find a flipping excuse. Were you moaning again when Ranieri was complaining with Watford, saying it's not very sportsmanlike? No Arsenal fan was complaining when Ranieri said that about Arsenal. Instead of kicking the ball out, we played on. Nobody complained then, so don't complain now. And this is the hypocrisy, not just with Arsenal fans, football fans in general. If we want to kick out bad refereeing, VAR being indecisive as to when they go to the monitor or not, or bad refereeing in general, don't celebrate when it goes your club's way, and then you're all happy and you couldn't care less because you got 3 points at Watford, but now we lose to Man City. You're there moaning, and that's why I'm not complaining, because it's a double standard. I think it's wrong for everyone, and I think we need to have a review about VAR and refereeing as a whole. But I'm not going to sit here and now complain because it's gone against me, because I didn't complain against Watford.
Yeah, no, I agree. I said this to my cousin when I was at the game. I was like, look, it's more the fact that in the first half we were pressuring City. We were playing well. I think that was one of our best performances of the season. And then you go into the second half and it's like, you started well, and then it's like, it's typical Arsenal. You go and make a rash challenge. Then Gabriel, man, for me, like, the first yellow card he got for chipping the penalty spot, he was thinking with his foot. That's kind of silly. I don't think there's any need to do that. And then the second yellow, I mean, again, it's just players losing their heads, and that moment, that one moment can change a game like that, and especially against a team like City. And like I said, it's just the fact that we actually played well. We've done something I don't really see us do against these teams. We actually went for them. We were pressing them. We were going for it. And then second half, we just we throw the game away for ourselves, and that's where my anger is coming from. I agree some of the decisions from the referee. Certainly the challenge, like Jamino says, on Martinelli. Let me find the comment 1 sec. He says my only complaint is that Rodri should have been sent off for his tackle Martinelli. No, I don't know if it was necessarily sending off, but it was certainly a foul. But because of his reputation, he didn't. If Xhaka did that, he probably would have been sent off. Yes, I agree. But however, with Xhaka, those challenges he makes, the one with Rodri is more of a tactical challenge. Xhaka makes fouls when he doesn't need to even make the challenge. He makes unnecessary fouls, and that's where my frustration comes. Because with Xhaka, he makes challenges that cost us the game. That challenge from Rodri didn't really have a big effect on the game. It's frustrating because look, that performance that we saw, you could look at it and say, yes, there was factors like the referee was a problem, but I don't think we can sit here and just cuss the referee, because we have to look at ourselves, because like the title of this video is, we shot ourselves down. We did shoot ourselves down. And if those decisions from Gabriel, if Xhaka doesn't pull his shirt and clip him, then we could be coming out of here saying completely different stuff. Because look, now I'm looking at it and thinking that Spurs game is a must-win game. That is a must-win game for us now. And I just don't have much confidence going into that game, because they're on a good run of form. We're not on a bad run of form ourselves at the moment. But look, it's just the scenario, and the way we lost today was the thing that annoys me. I will give credit when, like I said, I'll give credit to the performance, because like I said, if we lose a game, I'll be angry. But if we've gone and gave it our all, and there was nothing we could do to lose the game, then I'll be sitting here after saying big up, well done. But the fact that we kind of shot ourselves down, that's more why I'm angry. Like it's just the way we lost. And I like to see big performances in these games. We're not necessarily going to pass Man City at the Park. I said that, and I didn't expect us to, but we managed the game well. And then it's like we come out in the second half. I don't know what was said in the dressing room, but players lose their heads, and then we're sitting here now, 2-1 loss, and it's just
before the match, Josh. Yeah, no, I don't think any Arsenal fan would have thought, we're definitely it's nailed on. We're going to get 3 points, but because of the way we played in the first half, and we played in a way that I didn't even expect us to play. I didn't expect us to bring it to them. They didn't even have a shot on target. We literally completely nullified them, and we were standing toe to toe with them. I think we did it even better than when we did it against Liverpool. I know we conceded in the first half against Liverpool, but that's the only other match this season that we come up against a big 6 team and we've actually tried to get at them. Was Liverpool, but we didn't do it successfully for 45 minutes. This match, we completely bossed them in the first half. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't doing anything. Bernardo Silva, normally somebody that pulls the strings, wasn't doing anything. Sterling was having a hard time getting past Tomiyasu. I felt like Tomiyasu dealt with him really, really well. And Tomiyasu's not the fastest. Sterling's very fast, man. That's where he excels the most, is in his pace. And I think he dealt with him really well. You know, a player that hasn't been there, you know, for that long in our team. So just off of the way the match was going in 45 minutes, is probably why you're fuming, why Del Boy's fuming, and I'm so fuming that Xhaka just literally, one moment of stupidity, throws that all away, because we was in control. Even when we went down to 10 men, we were still looking threatening. Even with 10 men, they weren't that great, City. They weren't. We've played City in matches where we've been slapped. Today never looked like we was going to get slapped. We handed this win to them. We handed the W, and that's why we're fuming. And then Gabriel, obviously, I'm fuming with Gabriel, and I'm sure you guys are too. But he doesn't have a reputation of repeatedly doing this. I'm still pissed off. Obviously, he's going to miss a couple of matches, but he hasn't got the reputation of that, and he's still a young player. We have not had any of our senior players this season get us points. We've been relying on the youngsters. The one time we're relying on one of our experienced players, they let us down in a match that we're dominating against a team that looks like they're going to win the league. We have the right to be pissed off. We have the right.
Like, I was thinking, even through like the first half, we can all agree they were brilliant. We were brilliant. Arsenal were fucking brilliant. But in the second half, it looked like we played the Brentford game a few days ago, not them. We looked pretty much gassed, like, you know, out of like, you know, I know we were down to 10 men, but we looked wrecked. You know what I mean? I thought we should have been well more prepared. Even I sort of seen Pep Guardiola, a few comments he made at the end. He was even sort of saying, I was expecting, like, you know, the energy would have died down a bit on us, you know, and us going in at halftime 1-0, you know, they were sort of saying to themselves, right, it's going to be an uphill struggle now because the players are fucking wrecked. With the Gabriel, the first yellow card, I was looking at the press conference and iPod Albert, he was saying that he didn't think it was for the, you know, what was he doing with the spot kick or something like that on the line, the penalty. He done something with he says that no, the players in the dressing room were saying that it was got to do with something he said to the referee, and it wasn't that. That's what the players all thought, and he thought that as well. You know, so, you know, was the referee harsh there? The referee had a fucking stinker today. He was awful, I thought, like, you know. But you can't blame the referee, you know. You know, we never get refs our way anyway, you know. It's just so fucking annoying. But yeah, I just thought, like, you know, even when we were down to 10 men, they done all right. But Xhaka, for an experienced fucking player, just shouldn't have been doing that. You know, we shouldn't have been in that situation. And for the Martinelli, the shot that he missed, you know, if you're being sort of deluded, you could say the referee was sort of in his way a small bit, and it came back at him too quick. You know, but something he should have scored, I think.
Yeah, nah, I agree with that. Look, referees are always gonna make decisions that frustrate you and annoy you. And if that penalty doesn't get given, then the City fans are gonna be fuming themselves, and then they'll be saying the referee threw us the game, etc., etc. So there's always an argument. It's always easy to go and blame the ref. It's an easy way out to blame the ref, but you have to look at yourselves. Look, I don't necessarily agree with the referee's decisions. I was cussing the ref at the match, like, properly, but at the end of the day,
Josh, what was the feeling in the crowd? Like, was the crowd sort of on the ref, like, you know, against them much?
No, the crowd was certainly going for the ref, but there was also a bit of frustration in the crowd towards a player as well. Like Gabriel, like, our fans were all certainly annoyed with the ref, and they were cussing him, giving him the finger, but they were also frustrated with Gabriel. Certainly with the way he got sent off, because he got sent off for dissent, which is what we thought at the time. And then on the commentary, they said it was because of his studs, and he was kicking the penalty spot. But and then two minutes later, he goes and gets sent off with. Look, I heard someone say that if he wasn't already on a yellow, the referee wouldn't have booked him. But I think that is a yellow card, because he stopped an attack, and it's not something that you can say cost the game. It wasn't the referee's fault. Gabriel, look, he's a young player, so like Northside said, he doesn't really do that. So we'll give him time, and he'll be out for the Liverpool game. So luckily he'll be back for. I think he misses one game because he got a second yellow. So he'll be back for, I think it's Nottingham Forest on next Saturday, or Sunday, whenever it is. But look, at the end of the day, a referee can only influence a match. At the end of the day, you have to take a look at yourselves, and we did not help ourselves at all. We cost ourselves, and Granit Xhaka in particular, that penalty, like I said, Silva's already going down. What does Granit Xhaka go and do? He grabs his shirt, he clips him, and then there's an argument for a penalty. And I think it was a penalty, but the only thing that annoys me is there was one with Odegaard, and that wasn't given. I think that should have been given. It wasn't given. But at the end of the day, it's just the fact that we were in control. Even in the second half, we didn't come out badly. As soon as that penalty went, we lost our heads. And that's the thing with Arsenal players. We lose our heads. And when you lose your head, even for a split second against a team like Man City, you can't afford to do that. And that's what cost us.
I think the ref was losing.
Jamino says, I'm not going to lie, this is the angriest I've been in ages of any match. Yeah, I think I agree. I'm fuming right now. And look, it's like I said, if we were getting rolled over and and then those decisions happened. I wouldn't be sitting here angry because we've been rolled over, but because we actually played well and because we actually had a chance, it's just annoying because we threw that game, and it's. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Nosa, what were you going to say?
No, I was gonna say, like, with the refereeing decisions, with the VAR, it's like, why? All we need them to be is mic'd up, because I got a guy at work. He's a big London Irish fan, rugby fan. Big up London Irish. That's my rugby team. Basically, I got a couple Irish friends, but yeah, he was saying that in rugby, the referee is mic'd up, and you can hear him making decisions and why he's making decisions and him talking to other officials. And that's what we need, because we can accept, you know, if he didn't see something, maybe there's a tackle or he didn't see something or this and that. And we can have more of a picture as to why certain decisions are given and why they're not given. You know, what's going on with VAR? What's being said at the VAR? How are they checking things? Because we at home are sitting, watching the replays thinking, you know, is that clear and obvious? Is it not? What do they deem clear and obvious? What do you know? There's too much of this. Things aren't clear, and us as fans are not getting anything explained to us. Like the VAR speaking to the referee speaking back. We just hear the decision. Why are they coming to these conclusions? Why for certain tackles is he going to the monitor, but then certain tackles he's not going to the monitor? I actually think the referee had a stinker. And once he started to see that he's losing control of the game, he just started whipping out loads of yellow cards. Everything was a yellow card. Everything was a yellow card. Like, how many times have you seen referees, good referees, at the start of the game, once they start seeing that players start lunging crazy tackles or people are getting too leery, they bring you forward. They're right, the two culprits come here or the culprit comes here. This is your warning. You do that again, next one's a yellow. To not affect the game, to not, you know, ruin the game. Give the player the benefit of the doubt. He was going on with yellow straight away. He wasn't giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. It's yellows. And it's just like, oh, I'm the big I am. I'm in control. And it's like, that's not how it goes. When you tell one player, you give them a chance. If they don't listen, you give them a yellow. Everybody already knows, right, he means business. But he was whipping out yellows like it was crazy. Like, what's this guy think this is? Uno or something? Like, nah, I'm done, man. I'm done. I didn't like this referee, but in my review, I never said anything about the referee, because it's going to be, you know, all the other flipping Premier League teams are going to have this referee. They're going to have decisions that don't go against them. I was on with Saint LFC on my channel, Liverpool fan. I can't remember what match we were talking about, and he was telling, you know, we were talking about referees, and I even said to him then, this was a couple of days ago, and I said to him, look, until all of us, come together as a footballing community and say, look, listen, we need to stamp this out. And we need to get on top. But you know what? Football fans would rather be like, Arsenal, you lost to Man City. And then when the referees make your team suffer in a title, you know, challenging match or whatever it is, when you lose, then you want to cry, oh, the referees. And this is the bias. Like, we can't be having this. Like, the referees poor for everyone. Let's not make it. I hate this narrative of it's only for Arsenal. No, it's not. Go look at any other. I watch other fan channels that are not Arsenal. Everyone's complaining about referees. United fans, Chelsea, everyone. It's not just us. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying we don't get decisions we should get, but stop making it seem like it's a solely Arsenal situation and problem. And we're celebrating when we get decisions, you know, that we shouldn't get, and we're all happy. And everyone's jumping up and down. And then when we don't, oh, the referees are always against us. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm for me, nah, man. We didn't do. Xhaka cost us the game and Gabriel cost us the game. Yeah? Because we ain't talking about referees when we smash Norwich 5-0. We ain't talking about refereeing decision then. Do what you need to do on the pitch, what you can control, as in the manager and his tactics, and the players as in their performances, and then it's irrelevant. Most of the time, it will be irrelevant what the referee does, because you already finished them off. I don't know.
Like, we shouldn't even be fucking talking about the referee here. Do you know what I mean? It was just a joke, and I agree 100% with you. It was just yellow cards flying everywhere. You know, it was just like he's I forget what to call that fucking referee. He fucking loves it. Like, you know what I mean? Mine's gone blank. He'll come back to me in a minute. But we shouldn't even be talking about him. You know, but that's all we're doing now. And I think even VAR itself, like, you know, that, like, it was very debatable. I think that Odegaard one was a penalty. I think myself. I think it should have been, even the referee should have been sort of, right, look, you need to go to the screen, check that out again. You know what I mean? in American football, what they do is the managers get, I think it's 1 or 2 calls per game. Instead of having to, like, every goal is sort of looked now, is it a goal, is it not a goal? You're celebrating, then you're there, fuck, it's not a goal. But instead of that, the manager should get, let's say, 1 or 2 calls per game to say, right, I want the referee to go to the screen and look at that replay again. You know what I mean? And just keep the game going. My mates, like Liverpool, Man United mates, were texting me during the game going, the referee is fucking this game up. He's ruining the fucking game. And he did. Like, Shaka fucked it up for us, but the referee had a big part to play in that as well.
Yeah, look, it's like we sit here and say before these games, I was saying, look, as long as we can put in a performance, if we go out and give our all in that pitch, go toe to toe with Man City and end up losing the game, I won't be sitting there cussing the team. I'll be saying, look, at the end of the day, it was just that City were the better team. But we done that for the first half, but then the second half, yes, the referee's decisions were off, and I was fuming with the ref. But at the end of the day, now looking back at it, it was ourselves who cost us, and it's gonna take a few days to get over this because we're playing Liverpool soon. But yeah, I think the players need to come off that pitch, and they should be happy with themselves. But Xhaka, certainly, he needs to look. We're not going to get rid of him. He's a staple in our team. Arteta loves him, but that guy has cost us time and time again. And it was Gabriel as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just cussing Xhaka, but Gabriel has, like Northside said earlier, he's only done it once or twice. Xhaka's done it time and time again, and he's cost us time and time again. YEX says never been so sad about a loss. Me too, man. I like. The Everton game, I was more angry, but this game I just feel flat. I feel depressed, and it's just harder to take. Need to take chances against the big teams. Yeah, there was a few chances. Like Martinelli had a few, especially that one at 1-1. That chance is big. If he scores that, it's a different situation.
It even just comes down to, sorry to cut across you there, Josh, but just going back to the Xhaka thing there, what's going to happen to him? Like, nothing's going to happen. Like, he is just going to go about his business, as in, like, Arteta should be saying, you fucking dickhead, you caused us to fucking lose this game. You're an experienced player. You are leader, captain, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He should be fucking dropped. Put in Sammy the next game. You know what I mean? It's just fucking. I hate this shit. He's done it too many times against all two important games, big games. You know what I mean? It's like he does a brain fart during the middle of the game and just go, oh, I must fucking pull his short, bring him down. He's clearly gonna go down. Touching anyone like Bernardo Silva, you're in the penalty box. He's clearly gonna go down. You know what I mean? It's so frustrating. But as I said, nothing's gonna happen.
It's the same with referees. I feel like referees should get interviewed after the games and give their opinion on why they gave a decision, because we don't hear from the referees again. That referee will go home. He won't get anything. He'll be refereeing another game. Like if players get suspensions, etc., for bad tackles, this, that, and bad decisions, then referees should get punished for bad decisions as well. But they don't, so we have to accept it, and we know by now, we should have seen it enough that referees in England, certainly England, are poor. They're incompetent. So when Xhaka's out here grabbing a player's shirt in the box, does he not think in his head, if I make contact with him and he goes down, that's a penalty? He's seen it. He's done it time and time again. But it's like he doesn't learn from it. And hopefully Gabriel learns from it. I think he will, because I think, look, he's a younger player. The challenge on Jesus was he's just been booked and he's rash and he's lost his head. But the first thing that was silly, and that was I don't want to see players doing that, because it's just an unnecessary yellow card. We should have won the game. Refereeing was poor, and we deserved all 3 points. But on a positive note, if we play like today against Liverpool and Tottenham coming up, we will batter them. I don't know if batter is the right word. However, the performance today, go on.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like Spurs actually didn't play well today at all. I was watching it and they were pretty shit, like But it's the last minute goal. It always boosts the morale there, so they'll be well up for our game. But yeah, I think it's going to be tough against Spurs, big time. It's going to be a lottery, really. But if we played like we did in the first 45, I think we definitely will beat them. But Conte will have them balling.
We showed in that first 45 minutes when we play like that, we can come up against anyone. But it's like it's all well and good doing that for 45 minutes, but then why have we gone and lost our heads like that? Because if we don't lose our heads, if we don't concede that penalty, if Gabriel doesn't get sent off, I believe that we could have won that game because, like I said, the first few minutes of that second half, we came out good again, and that was.
Josh, do you think Arteta's picked this lineup? There's a reason why I'm asking.
I think he has, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you think, and because I think that he picked this lineup, and here's the problem: this guy doesn't learn. Arteta doesn't learn. Like he keeps playing Xhaka, even though he's problematic. When Martinelli only got into the team, not because he changed it up, is because Saka got injured. Do you get what I'm saying? Pepe's not playing unless Saka gets injured or Martinelli, God forbid, gets injured. Then Pepe is going to flip in play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he stumbles into the right decisions. He's not proactive to make them. So I just feel like this is why we keep losing, because we were too slow bringing Martinelli into this team. We're too slow taking Aubameyang out, looking and realizing that Lacazette plays better in this system than Aubameyang. It's only because he disciplined Aubameyang that Lacazette gets brought into the team. And it's the same thing with Xhaka. Like, my guy keeps doing the same mistakes. Like, until what? He's injured? The only reason we started playing well is because Xhaka got injured, and then we was playing Lokonga, and we'll, mix it up in the midfield, playing alongside Partey. But since he's been back, he's playing him again. So what have you actually learned? This guy's been problematic for how long? And you keep playing him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he just keeps doing the wrong decisions again and again and again. And that's why today I blame him. Because if this is your lineup, you should know that Xhaka can't handle big teams like this and big matches and occasions like this. He bottles.
Yeah.
Why are you picking 100%. Him again? Why are you doing 100%. That again? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, every time Martinelli coming into the team, it wasn't really your decision. You had to bring him on. Saka's injured. Aubameyang getting dropped. You're disciplining him, so Laka's got to come. Bro, these are all because of mistake. These are all because of circumstances, not because this guy's a genius. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, once Arteta's back, this guy's going to be back as well. So why is Arteta learning? And this is why I don't rate Arteta, because he doesn't learn. Do you remember when Conte was with Chelsea? We went to Chelsea, we smashed them 3-0, and he changed to a back three. That is a type of proactive management that I want to see. Not doing the same crap, expecting different results. And that is Arteta in a nutshell. He does the same crap, expecting different results. And the only reason he didn't drop Martinelli, let's be real, the only reason he didn't drop Martinelli is because he's dropping 10-10s. He was playing too well, scoring. He couldn't drop him. He couldn't justify dropping him. Do you know what I'm saying? When he could justify dropping Pepe can't even get a sniff. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're playing flipping Nketiah, somebody has only got 6 months. He was getting more minutes than Pepe that we paid how much mil for. So what I'm saying is, today, I'm not going to lie, I forgot to say this on my finger, just hit me now. This is Arteta's fault. Because if you pick this team, you picked Xhaka to be in the middle. We could have put El Neni. I said this, I'd rather El Neni in the middle than Xhaka. Because you know what? As much as El Neni isn't an exciting player, caramba, at least he does the right things, comme Def said, the right way. He's safe. I'd rather safe than that calamity. I'd rather safe. Well, wouldn't you? I'd rather somebody that just plays it safe and does his job well than somebody that's doing that. Because if El Neni was on the pitch, we may have at least got a draw to a win.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's just the fact that... Go ahead.
Like exactly what you're saying, 100%. Like, Pep knew the first player in the team sheet was Xhaka. He knew that. Do you know what I mean? Like Fergie even, or Wenger even, back in the day, Fergie used to, when he was playing the big teams, he'd stick John O'Shea in, and everyone's there, what the fuck, why is he picking him? Should it not be Vidic? Like, you know what I mean? He changed it up some different way. He tried to approach the game in a different way. You know, we don't do that, right? I have a system here and that's it. And exactly what you're saying with Conte is a prime example of that. We slapped Chelsea. They went on then and won the league, wasn't it? Wasn't that the year Northside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It just shows you that top managers can get you play, make a decision, you know.
They're more critical of themselves. They know when they're getting it wrong and they change it, is what I'm saying. This guy doesn't. It's not the formation. It's the reliance on a player in a key aspect of the pitch that can cost us. And it has cost us in the past. So why are you playing Xhaka? Play him against Norwich. Play him against the little teams. You know what I mean? The Burnleys and that. Fine. He can handle that. We've seen that. But against the big teams, why did you buy Lokonga then? Why have we got El Nene there? Play them on the bigger. At least if it was Lokonga, we could go, he probably wouldn't. He's not going to make a stupid mistake. Like, I don't think he will. But at least you can say, okay, cool. He's still learning this trade. If it was El Nene, he will at least be solid defensively. He'll be decent. He ain't going to be world class, but he'll be decent. But no, you bring this buffoon that comes in here, that's most flipping errors leading to goal. You think he don't know that stat? He knows. But this guy's dumb. Like, this guy is dumb. How many times do you need to when I saw, oh my God, I didn't want to be negative, innit? And you know what it was? When I saw Xhaka on the starting lineup, I was like, let me just close my mouth. Let me just not say nothing. But this Filho da puta is starting again. I said, I'm not going to say nothing, yeah? Then we started playing well, innit? So I was like, all right, cool. Then the second half, and I'm like, I knew it. You knew that it was a possibility. None of us three can say we didn't know it was a possibility that Xhaka would do that. And as for Gabriel, I ain't touched too much on that guy, yeah? But I'll tell you this now, if he does such stupidness like that again, I'm going to get onto him as well. Because for me, it was needed. I didn't think it was warranted. Like, he was at the halfway line. Why did you do that? The goalkeeper's just kicked it out. It's not like he's the last man going through to goal. If I remember, I don't know if I remember correctly. Why are you taking him down when you're on the yellow? Why would you do that? Like, you do those types of fouls. To be fair, Rob Holding did it well. There was a time where De Bruyne was out and he was on the break, and Rob Holding just clattered him down because I think we had a cross and then they were trying to attack us from the cross. And he knew he was the last man, and Rob Holding knows he ain't that fast. So he had to clap him down. Do you know what I mean? Take him down just to, start play, get everybody back into position. That makes sense because they were on the break. They weren't really on the break. It was just a goal. The keeper kicked it out. So why are you doing that? Like, Gabriel lost his head as well, man. What's that about? Oh,
it's probably inexperience, with him as well. And people are talking about him to be captain. But, he's definitely way off captain material. Like, experience is needed there. And that's what we were missing today as well. I said it in one of my videos there. I said, we lost out today on experience as well. And that's where Xhaka, because he's the experienced player, should have been, right, lads, we're 1-0 up. Let's defend. They're going to come at us, but let's hold it. Like, you know what I mean? Defend. No stupid tackles. But what does he do? He does the stupid tackle,
Yeah.
I'm going to direct this question to you, Doughboy, because I've got another comment I want to direct to Northside. I don't know if you remember Daddy Longhead's in the chat, your guy. But Doughboy, Chike says, I'm curious, do you think that the title race is over? Because with my team, Man City, now winning their 11th match in a row and 11 points clear at the summit with Chelsea versus Liverpool. Thoughts?
I was saying before, sort of probably the start of December, I was thinking Liverpool were going to win the league because I think City really want the Champions League more than the league itself. And therefore, I think if there was important games or mid-game, whichever coming up, they would sacrifice the league rather than the Champions League. So I think probably February, March, in around that time, they might come to a wobble. I don't know. They might. And if they do, and if Liverpool keep performing, if they can certainly beat Chelsea and keep up the pace, I wouldn't say it's exactly over, but City still have the quality on the bench, to do it. So, it sort of depends on how they're gonna get through their Champions League games, But do I think it's over? Yeah, probably is. They're not going to lose. They might lose one, maybe at best a draw, in another one at worst case scenario. That's the wobble I'd be talking about. But they still have enough points banked, don't they?
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna try and get through these comments before we go into the ratings. Big up Jamino in the chat. Xhaka's done this too many times that I've come to the conclusion he won't ever learn. He won't ever learn. Nah, if he's not learned yet, then he's not gonna learn in the future. He's at that age now where you can't say he's a young player, and he's certainly experienced enough to know not to do that. So yeah, first half we played well and had a goal. Second half we sat far too deep and allowed them too much respect and too much time on the ball. The subs were a joke, bringing on Holding, taking off Lacazette. To be honest, I think he had to bring on Holding because obviously we needed a centre back. But I would have taken off Odegaard instead of Lacazette because Lacazette can hold the ball up and keep the ball better than Odegaard can. But big up yourself. We're always looking for an external excuse to justify our losses. Like Lee said, Arsenal lost to Arsenal. We did it to ourselves. Yep. Players should take accountability. Xhaka is the captain now. Arteta out. Look, Xhaka being in that leadership group, I don't think many Arsenal fans agree with at all. So, yeah.
But he still has a lot of fans. Like
he does. There's some who back him. I don't know how, but Xhaka does this too much. The rest of the boys put in a shift, and he just ruined it. I trust Arteta so much now, but he needs to change up the decision of playing Xhaka and starting Lokonga. It was Gabriel as well. But yeah, I would want to see Lokonga. Lokonga and Partey, Maitland-Niles, like I said, I'll keep saying it. Maitland-Niles got man of the match against Watford, and then he just gets removed from the side. So if you're playing players of form, then where is he?
It would have been good to see him today if he was in there, or Lokonga. Like, you know what I mean? That would have been like, why doesn't he change it up a bit? It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it is frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Why not get rid of these players? Like, why we keep hanging on to players that are not being played? Like, Nketiah, we got a bid for. We rejected it, but we don't really play him. Only now because they want him to sign.
That was a big. It was about 15 million or something for him.
Yeah, it was like 15 to 20 million. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Maitland now, same thing. Do you remember when he put on his socials? He's just like, I just want to play football.
Yeah.
Like, just sell him for whatever and just keeps it moving, man. What's the point? Let the boy go play, man.
Even if a new manager come in tomorrow morning, I'd say he'd get in instead of Xhaka for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Because like he's a good baller. Like whoever he goes to, they're getting a good player.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. Just make your money and just let him go, man. You know what I mean? Holding him hostage, like, well, for what?
People are blaming Martinelli missing for Gabriel getting sent off. Seriously, no, I don't think. I'm not blaming him, but he did have a few chances. But Martinelli, don't be going for him because he was the threat again. Like there was one where he could have got a potential goal of the season. He ran through, he poked it just wide. Like he was. I'm not gonna go for Martinelli. If you want to go for Martinelli, cool. But is Martinelli the reason why we lost the game? No, so don't even go there. Big up Thomas. Northside, I'm gonna direct this to you because I think he's coming for you. Daddy Longhead says this guy's hilarious with his agendas, trying to blame Mikel. He wasn't trying to blame Mikel. Don't try and twist it. You weren't blaming Mikel because Northside actually bigged up the performance, especially in the first half. But Northside, what you got to say?
Just stop talking innit? Like, what are you talking about? I just asked if Mikel picked this squad, he should know that Xhaka can't handle big six. That's a fact. Is it not also a fact that he's made the most mistakes leading to goals since he's been here in the Premier League? So why are you persisting with him? That's it. So what are you talking about? Like, listen, before you drop these idiot comments, think about what I'm saying, innit? Before you comment. Like, if the manager picked this squad and picked a player that's error prone all the time, why did he do that when he has other options? El Nene's there and Lokonga's there. And did this player did he not mess up today? Is it only an isolated situation? Do you hear me going off at Gabriel the same way with Xhaka? No, because players do make mistakes. But this guy's made mistakes for years and he's a senior player. People talking in the comments about Martinelli didn't score. Why we have such high standards for the youngsters? You know why? Because they have to pick up the slack of the senior players that are not stepping up in this squad and doing what they need to do. The only other senior player today that stepped up was Partey. But it's a little bit, I mean, it's never too late. But bro, I mean, how many matches are we in? And now you're stepping up. So if people are gonna
just
have
before he's leaving as well.
If people are gonna have energy towards Martinelli, have the same energy towards Xhaka. And if this manager, if us as fans know that he's error prone and he can't handle these games, why don't I have the right to call him out about that? If he is picking Xhaka again, which he is, because even when Mikel Arteta was here, as soon as Xhaka come off after having a long injury, you know it takes time to have rhythm, but no, he gets stuck right in starting lineup. Xhaka's in the team. So it's clear to see that he gets put in no matter what. If he can play, he's in. So why can't I blame him since he cost us the game today? All right, then. Next comment.
Yeah, McConaughey. Exactly, mate. Thanks for watching. Because look, you're allowed to have your opinion, but it's if you're gonna say something, actually say it properly. Because you weren't blaming Mikel. He was blaming Mikel for picking Xhaka. You weren't blaming Mikel for why we lost. So. Yeah, big up Josh, everyone. Smash the likes. Yeah, do smash the likes, subscribe. Northside and Delboys links are in the description, so go check their channels out. Xhaka always does it in big games. Exactly, it's always in the big games, isn't it? When in the big moments, Xhaka crumbles. And like I said, it's all well and good doing it in the small games when teams sit back, because we know Granit Xhaka can pass the ball. He's got a good passing range, but in terms of a player, mate, I'm tired of it. Like, it's actually frustrating.
Yeah.
Josh is a legend. I agree with everything he's saying. Cheers, man. It's very kind of you. Mikel McCarthy. You're coming for man. Mikel McCarthy handed that terrorist Xhaka a new contract. Hits the lineup and chooses to play him long head. Big up Rafe.
You know what? I don't know what it is. Yeah, like some people, I don't know why. It's like, obviously, I'm only an Arsenal fan, so I don't know. But it's like there's certain people you just can't say nothing about. Why? Why is that? Why can't you hold this manager accountable? Why can't you say anything about Xhaka? Like, are they your uncle? Like, are they your dad? Like, what's going on? Like, this is Arsenal Football Club. Do you think I care? Like, who it is? No, I don't. Like, I don't get it with Arsenal fans sometimes.
And I wouldn't mind, but they're getting nicely paid for it as well. You know what I mean? It's our club at the end of the day, you know. And fucking we can have our opinions, you know.
There you go. Look, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into the ratings. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna switch it between the two of you. So I'll do one player for Northside, one player for Doughboy. But we'll start with Ramsdale on goal. Northside, what would you say about Ramsdale's performance?
I'll give him 7 out of 10. I don't feel like it was his mistakes. Obviously, he had a penalty. A penalty is always 50-50. I can't blame that on him. De Bruyne, whipping at the ball, holding, flopping the header, not even making contact. Then Ben White not marking the other Man City player. I don't blame it on him. I can't actually say he had a shocker. Like, that wasn't on him. So I'll give him a 7. Obviously, he did concede 2 goals, but I'll give him 7.
Yeah, 7. But on the right hand side, Doughboy, what would you say about Tomiyasu?
I thought he actually played well. He done well today. You know, he didn't really. He had Sterling, wasn't it, on his side? You know, Sterling was quite enough. You know, so yeah, I'd probably give him 7.58, roughly around that. You know, I thought he was he did his job today, and you know he kept Sterling, which was hard to do, fast coming at you. Didn't see much of Sterling really today, you know. So yeah, I'd go with that 7.5.
Yeah. Into the centre backs, Ben White, Northside. Ben White, what are you saying for Ben White?
Ben White, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I feel like he was also to blame for the last goal. And I've seen him do it too many times, not marking his man, not being commanding enough. And yeah, aerially we look very weak in the air in terms of centre backs when Gabriel's not there. As soon as Gabriel's out, look, the ball gets whipped
I
in
agree with
and they
that.
score.
Yeah.
So £50 million, but nah, for me not good enough. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you said there. Doughboy, this is a big one. Gabriel.
I fucking knew you were going to give it to me. Well, that makes. I hope Northside gets Shaka.
No, I'll go give Northside Shaka.
Yeah, look, fucking, you know, very bad game for him, really. You know, like he's still young, I suppose, the experience, you know. But I'm not gonna give him an excuse of that today. It was just fucking stupidity, really, you know. And if he was mouthing to the referee and doing that to the penalty spot that got him the booking in the first time, you know, there's two things there. Like, you know, you can't say anything to the fucking referees, especially this referee today. You know, obviously you can't fucking say fuck off. So the second yellow card, you know, as we said earlier on, it was in the middle of the field. There was no real panic on it. If it was going straight, if that was a striker or something like that, and he was going straight through for goal, then you say, right, he had to make that, he had to do that, you know. But he didn't. There was players around. So yeah, just for me, I'd go 3. You know, I'm gonna be harsh with him.
Look, I thought in the first half he was solid. I thought I would have given him an 8 for that first half, but the second half, it
just
threw it
ruined it
away.
on him. You know, it's just too much fucking. Like, I agree. Like, I think nearly every player played really well in the first half. Everyone did. You know, but it's just them two stupid fucking things. You know. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not good enough.
Yeah. Kieran Tierney, Northside. What are you saying about Tierney?
Tierney, I will give. Well, he did have an assist for Saka, so I'd say a 7, 6 or 7. I can't really decide, but I think 6 is a bit too low, but 7 is maybe a bit too. 7, yeah, F it. I think he played well. I think I love him going forward, and I think defensively he's still solid as well. Like, I think he's our best fullback in my opinion. So yeah, 7.
All right, Doughboy. Wait. Doughboy. Pie.
Yes.
I'll be fair.
He was fucking brilliant today. I have to say it to him. Like, you know, he was fucking outstanding. He really was, you know. Even, like, did you see where near the end when he was attacking as well, and he was fucking bombing ahead, and Martinelli could barely keep up with him. You know, he had it today. He was on it. You know, I have to praise him for that. And I've been bit of critical on my channel with him. I've been, like, you know, saying, look, he's played more bad games than he has good games, you know. I just think today he was outstanding. And I was saying, me and you were saying it the other day, Josh, I said, for us to get anything out of the game, we need Xhaka and Partey to get about an 8 or a 9 rating, you know. So we got it from Partey. We'll see what Northside gives Xhaka, but certainly it's not going to be 8 or a 9. So yeah, I'm going to go. I'd give him an 8. 8 for me, Partey.
Yeah, McChronicle says 9 and man of the match. I think
man of the match.
Be the man of the match, because he definitely funded. He gave us a license to formulate those attacks, especially in the first half. But even in the second half, if there was one player who maintained the performance, it was Thomas Partey. But Northside, the big one, Granit Xhaka. What are you saying?
0. He gets a 0. He gets a 0. Sorry, Daddy Longhead. Yeah, I know that's you're his fanboy and that. I'm sorry, bro. Go. I don't know. Go holler at him on IG. For me, 0. This is not the first time you gave the game away. It was unnecessary. I'm done. You're supposed to be a leader. Man's getting cupped in armband. Nah. I'm sorry. The leaders in this squad are the youth, and that's quite embarrassing to say. So yeah, for me, unforgivable. He's done this too many times. And this guy could really cost us the top 4. He could cost us top 4. This guy, he keeps doing this. You know, today was essential. We got a game in hand. Yeah. Nah. 0. Forget him.
Yeah, look, he cost us top 4. I don't know if you remember. I think it was under Emery's first season, last game of this season. Brighton gave away one of those stupid penalties, and that just shows 3 years later, he's doing the same thing. So yeah, he doesn't learn, does he? But Del Boy, into the attacking midfield, Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, he done well. Look, first half he was good. I was happy with him first half. I suppose second half, it seemed like before he went off, he was just fucking wrecked. Like, he was tired or something like that for me, and it sort of affected his obviously the rating that I'd give him, but I suppose probably I'd give him a 6. I suppose, he done okay first half, but he didn't exactly fucking pull up trees in the second half, I'd go with a 6 for him.
Yeah, 6 for Odegaard. I mean, I don't think he was bad. In the first half, he was doing well. Second half, he came off quite early because of obviously the red card. So, yeah, I think his 6 is a fair result.
Josh
should have got a penalty.
Who do you guys think he should have taken off when they got the red card? Would you have agreed with Odegaard?
Yeah, I don't really think
he should have. I think it should have been
like
Odegaard.
Yeah, I don't think he done very well today, to be honest. I didn't think he was trash, but I didn't think he really affected the game. I can't remember him doing anything really much of any note in the first half. I can't lie. And I feel like he's got this reputation of going ghost in big games. I think he does good against small teams, but I don't know. I mean, can you guys please, like I don't know. I can't remember anything from Odegaard.
Yeah, I don't think he...
The penalty. Remember the penalty?
Yeah, the penalty was one thing, but it's...
Yeah, but
I think a 5-6 is a fair result. Yeah, this is a good comment. You can't take off your only striker at 1-1. It should have been Odegaard coming off, I think. Who's next? We'll go on the left-hand side, north side. Martinelli.
Shame he didn't get a goal. I'd give him a 7. I'd give him a 7. I can't justify giving it any higher than that. Obviously, I wish he scored the open goal. He didn't. But he was driving forward. I think him and Saka were phenomenal. I think in the first half, everything with the attack, they were the ones, making us look dangerous in attack. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. I can't give Tierney a 7 and not him. So yeah, 7.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's a fair result. Look, there was a few chances, but I don't think you can have a goal in for them because, again, he was the one making those chances. The one that came from the own goal, the near own goal. Look, maybe, but look, he's still in my opinion, our best youngster. He has the most potential out of any of our youngsters, and yeah, I love the guy. I feel whenever he's on that team sheet, I just get so excited to see him play. But Delboy, we're going to go to the other side. Bukayo Saka scored the goal, but what would you give him?
Yeah, I thought he played well. He took the goal well. It was a good goal, good cross by Tierney. He done well, and like that as well. He looked a bit fucking wrecked coming off as well. So he put a shift in. I'd probably give him a 7. Like he wasn't on. If I'm giving Partey an 8, Partey I thought played better than him. So I could give him a 7 then. That's what I'd give him.
Yeah, 7. I agree with that.
Sorry, Josh. Just as well on the Martinelli thing you were saying there, like the ball, it did come quick enough to him. Okay, and if you watch it again, he sort of had to step by the referee because the referee was sort of in his way as well. So he probably just seen that at the last second, And it's easy for us to say we see it slow down. Oh, you should have taken the touch, then hit it. It's just sort of instinct, isn't it? I defend them that way.
Yeah. I agree with that.
What's this comment here?
He said, "I've tried to defend Granit, but just fucks up every time.
Sorry,
Stop
my friend.
defending
That
him.
looks like an agenda. That looks like an agenda. Have you got an agenda against Xhaka? Is that an agenda? Looks like an agenda to me.
Here, fuck off down the lane.
These people make me laugh, man.
Yeah, big up Arsenal Alex in the chat. He says Martinelli is amazing, is an amazing talent. Big up Gracie May in the chat as well.
Yeah, come on, Gracie, come on.
Channel. Yeah, I saw her pulling you the views. But yeah, I think she's 16, you know, so she's only 1 year younger than me, which is crazy because there's not a lot of young Arsenal fans out there doing this thing. So it's nice to see other fans.
What age are you, Northside?
Pardon?
What age are you?
29.
He's 19.
That's
No,
good.
I'm 29. I'm 29.
I'm not the only old goat here.
It is what it is. I wouldn't have called myself old, but thank you.
Yeah, well, I fucking am 38.
Yeah. No, she's good, man. She's good. Trust me. She's the superstar. She'll get the views in. She's the superstar.
Yeah.
Martinelli 8, Saka 8.5, both brilliant. Yeah, they were the ones that were causing us the threats going forward. We've got the last player. When we'll get into the sub, but Northside, Lacazette's performance.
5, 6 out of 10. I don't really remember him doing much. Like his job is to score goals. Like ultimately, you can be great at holding up play and all the rest of it, but like Laka, I can't give him higher than a 6. Like I don't even. If I'm giving Tierney a 7, 5. Sorry, like I just he just leaves too much to be desired. You get what I'm saying? Like he does his job, but like it's like you are a striker. Your job is to score goals. Like what did you do? Like what did you do? Him and Odegaard, I felt like to be fair, in the first half, I think Odegaard and Laka was our worst attackers, our worst forwards. So yeah,
I agree with that.
5 for me. I cannot remember. Just like Odegaard, I cannot remember him doing anything.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the subs now. I think the first sub to come on was Rob Holding. Delboy, what would you give Rob Holding?
Yeah, he took the yellow card, I suppose. I can barely even remember the tackle he done. It was a bit like I saw he had to make the tackle, didn't he? Really, you know, or they could have been on the attack, like you know. I'd give him a 5, maybe. Yeah, 5. Nothing. He didn't really do much.
I think that for their winner, I think if that's Gabriel, I think he would have won that header. I think he might have won that header. But yeah, I think 5 is a fair result. The next sub was Smith Rowe, Northside. What are you saying about Smith Rowe?
Smith Rowe, I'd give a 5. 5. I think.
I don't have much to say on him.
Yeah. You know what? I think when he came on, he frustrated me a bit, to be honest with you, because when he was coming on, me and my young fella, we were sort of there, lovely. At least this is going to give City something to think about, because he'll go at their defence. He'll, like, you know, even though we were down to the 10 men, but he'll give us something, let's say, on the counter attack. But it was just like we were looking for that energy. I was looking for that energy off him, and we didn't get it, you know. He wasn't like Martinelli, you know, the way attacking the ball, attacking the player, going here, going there. He was just sort of going with the flow of the game or something, you know. It's just, I'd agree with the 5 100%, but I just was expecting more from him. Yeah,
I was as well. I said this to you, Doughboy, in the preview we did. I said I would have started Smith Rowe because maybe he would have had more of an impact, and I stick by that now because
you're
Odegaard,
right.
Odegaard weren't necessarily bad, but I think Smith Rowe's pace and power, we could have done with a bit more of that.
And that sort of, remember what I was saying in that, I says I'd rather have him come on as an impact sub, you know what I mean, and high energy, intense, going for it, and we just didn't get that today, you know.
However, I think if we had Gabriel on the pitch, I think he would have made an impact coming off the bench, because as soon as we were down to 10 men, I don't think anyone could have made an impact. We were just done from that point. We weren't having none of the ball. So I think he does make an impact of the bench. So I think you were right for saying that. But against we're playing Liverpool next. I think he'll start that game, obviously.
Yeah.
But I would start him in the league now as well. Holding 0, sorry, missing that header was criminal. Yeah, it was. That's what I think he's poor. That header, if he wins that, then like I said, Gabriel would have won that in my opinion. Yeah, El Neni, I don't even know what to say.
No, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, they didn't have loads of time to affect the game. I'd give them all a 5. When I see substitutes coming on and they haven't had a stinker, I mean, Rob Holding definitely gets a 0 because he's 26. So he's a senior member of the squad. He gets a 0. But the rest of them, for me, get a 5. They didn't have enough time to really affect the game. I don't really think they did anything wrong. It's not their fault that we're chasing the game.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. We're going to go to the manager. Well, we're going to... Yeah, we'll do it for Airport Albert. I'll ask you both this. What are you giving the guy?
He done like, I suppose he done okay. He was like, I suppose getting his points across, but would Arteta have done the same to sort of control the game after the red card? Would he have? I think he would have done the exact same sort of thing, as him. So, like, it'd be like if we had a world-class manager and then he comes in, you just go, right, fair enough. You go 1-0 down, you go down to 10 men. It's a managerial sort of experience to pull you out and get out of the situation with at least a draw, don't lose. So I'd probably go 5, You can't really blame him for the stupidity of Xhaka and Gabriel, but still, there should have been calm heads at the touchline, I suppose, Did we have that? Don't know.
No, I don't disagree with any of what you just said there. No, Sam, what would you say?
I'd give him 8 out of 10. I think Airpod Albert, I think he did well. I think he actually showed up Mikel Arteta. I think he showed him how to go up against a big side, one of the big 6 sides. I think we already know that it wasn't like the tactics were wrong today. It wasn't like we didn't have the players weren't guided in the right way how to win this match. It was individual mistakes, and a manager can't. Whether any type of manager, they can't predict that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna give him 8 out of 10. I also don't think it was his decision to play Xhaka. So yeah, I'm gonna give him 8 out of 10. I think he just put the boys out and got them. Yeah, I think he done well. I think he done well. This isn't an easy match to manage. Man City of all the matches, and I think he did well. He almost won us the match. So 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would give him a 7. I don't think it's his fault at all, to be honest. I don't think. Again, he was just there doing a job. He had to. I think, like you said, I think it was Arteta that chose the team. So,
but it also must sort of say about Arteta, like he's probably getting good advice because he is a football brain. This guy. This is what I'm hearing. But he obviously doesn't take his points on board, Arteta, and it's just probably right. I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to do this and I'm going to play Xhaka because. Does he turn around to him and say, Xhaka shouldn't play today? Put in Sammy, put in Ainsley, put in fucking El Neni instead of him, Does he say that to him? Or, is Arteta too fucking demanding authority, at the club? I'd love to know that. We'll probably see it when we see the Amazon documentary. We'll probably have the answer then.
Yeah. 100%. Look, I'm just like, it's just depressing, man. And we did deserve more, but again, we did this to ourselves at the end of the day. Look, we saw a performance in that first half. The second half, it's just not what you want to see.
It's just disappointing, really.
It is disappointing.
What are they saying in the comments about the players themselves? Like, who was man of the match for everyone, really?
I think
would you
was most people.
Yeah, would you agree with that, Northside?
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. For me, it was Partey. Yeah.
He's very good.
That's something that we've seen bursts of that from him, but we haven't seen him do it like enough. And he's leaving to AFCON now, so it's a great timing from him to come and step up. We're gonna miss him. Well, we'll miss him if he plays like that, certainly.
100%.
Against Spurs, definitely. We could have done with that kind of performance from him. I assume it will be Lokonga next to Xhaka, because we know it's going to be Xhaka, ideally. Ideally? No, not ideally, but Arteta's going to throw Xhaka back in because he's his man. He's part of the leadership group, as he says.
Yeah.
I mean, what club goes out there bragging about a leadership group? That's what I said to you, Doughboy. Like, every club has a leadership group. I don't know any other club who makes it a big deal having a leadership group. But it's just frustrating. It's just an Arsenal thing to do. Arteta's out here hyping up his leadership group, man, and he's got Xhaka in it.
Yeah,
Lacazette, who's leaving. Yeah, we know our thoughts on that.
They're like the bully in the schoolyard. 5 bullies going around. Tomiyasu's in the corner with his little fruit juice. Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Come here, guys. Can I just get you to say hello to my son here, Zach? He's big fans of Josh and Northside. Loves them. Say hello.
Yeah. Big up, man.
Yeah. How you doing? You all right?
Hi.
How you doing?
What'd you make of the game? What'd you make of the game today?
Yeah, it was good. I liked Saka's goal. First touch. Yeah, that was good.
Would you have scored the Martinelli goal? Remember where it came at him and he hit it wide?
Yeah, he should have scored that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice meeting you, man. How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
9.
You're 9?
Yeah.
Big up, man.
You speak very well for a 9-year-old.
Yeah, you speak well, man.
He does a few videos with me, you know.
I've seen them. Big up.
Yeah. Cheers. No, he loves the two of you guys. He loves watching the videos and stuff like that, you know.
Cheers, man. Big up. Cheeky has a question. Why is it that Brighton, a team that were only promoted 6 years ago, can go to Liverpool and get 4 points last year and go to Chelsea and get a draw and be so close to winning? Exactly, that's the thing. Like, you see these clubs. Do you see Crystal Palace beating Man City? But then when it comes to us, we never really do that. And look, one thing I'll say is we did actually put in a decent performance today. However, it's just the same things that keep happening, whether it be players making stupid decisions or bad decisions from the manager. And we need to cut those out if we want to make progress. And it doesn't seem like we are, because certainly players like Xhaka, they haven't learned. Gabriel is a player that can learn from this, but it's just frustrating.
Like, it's just even... I'd like to even sort of find out how many mistakes he's done against big clubs. Like, how many of them? Do you know, I'd say there is a few in there. And it should, like, obviously they have all these statisticians, these guys doing the statistics and stuff like that. And you could easily just say, look, Xhaka's after making 5 mistakes against teams in the top 6. You know, I'd recommend you play El Neni instead of him. You know, something like that. Surely they know this already. They don't need us fans to highlight it.
The agenda with Xhaka's unreal. Do you remember when Xhaka went and strangled that guy against Burnley, got a red card, and then Pepe does the same thing against Leeds. He headbutts the player, gets sent off, and Arteta came out and said when Xhaka done it, he picked up his passion, and he said he's a passionate guy, and it's just his love for the game getting the best of him. When Pepe does it, Arteta's out there saying he's let the team down. It's just mad,
What-
isn't it? It's
What
Yeah.
even about Guendouzi? He sent him off to France.
yeah.
You know.
Look, it's just like the frustrating thing is you're seeing players get like Aubameyang right now. He's getting fingered out the side, and then you have players like Shaq who keep making mistakes, just getting free chances, chance after chance after chance, and I can't believe it. The most annoying thing is that he's in that leadership group, and that's the worst thing. If he I guarantee he'll be captain next season. If Lacazette goes, Granit Xhaka will get the armband. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my God, that would just be such a disgrace, like to the club if they do. Well, yeah, look if Lacazette goes. No, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I think a top quality world class manager would get rid of him, would just sell him, and just go. Do you know what? I'll give Maitland-Niles 6 months to a year, see how he gets on, stick him in there. You know, as you said, the last game was Watford. He was outstanding in that game, and next thing we just never see him again. Was he even on the bench today?
He was. I saw him warming up, but
yeah,
he just doesn't want. Arteta doesn't seem like he.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the Liverpool game to see the team. Like, I'm hoping he'll start him, you know, and obviously Pepe and stuff like that as well, you know. But we'll see. When is Arteta back anyway?
I don't know if he might be back for the Liverpool game. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. How many days has it been? Have you got isolate for 7 days now?
Yeah, I think I need to check when he was.
And the game is Thursday.
Yeah, he will be back. I think. Yeah, he will be back. So.
But it depends what his test comes in it, because even after that, you got to get another test. It might come positive or negative. He doesn't know, innit? So it kind of depends on that, innit? It's all up in the air, but I don't know, man. We'll see anyway.
Well,
we'll see. I say keep AirPod Albert in. He's doing all right.
Yeah, well, you know, like see the thing with if they did sack him, we'll just say if they sacked Arteta, I'd be happy enough to keep him till the end of the season if it means we have to wait. Because, like, as I was saying, I said it before in one of my videos that if we sack him, and they're not going to sack him because they're going to have to buy out his contract. And then at the minute, is there any world-class managers out of a job that's sitting doing nothing? No, I don't think so. So we'll have to buy someone out of a contract as well. So you're talking a few million there, good few million, before you can do anything. In the summertime, you might get a world-class manager available there for nothing, you know?
Yeah, I agree. But look, we are going to wrap it up. Thanks to everyone who's joined. We've got 10 people still watching, so big up to everyone watching. Northside's link is in the description. Doughboy's link is in the description. Go and boost their subs, man, because they're both on a grind right now. Subscribe to this channel. That would be helpful. Look, I sound really deflated right now, and I am, because it's just like the circumstances of the game just dumb me in, and this. Look, we had to move on. Liverpool, I think we have a chance in that game. I think we have a chance of going through. But I've said this before. If we come up against Tottenham in that final, I just can't hack it. I cannot hack it.
I'd love it, mate. I'd love it.
Oh, nah.
I
don't know.
Do you know what?
Have a feeling.
I'm like Kevin Keegan that time. I'd love it if we beat you.
Wait, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. That story ended. Oh my God. Nah, it is what it is. Listen, Josh, man, go get yourself. Are you old enough to drink? You're old enough to drink now?
I'm 17, but I was drinking.
You can have a pint.
I was on the shots on New Year's Eve anyway. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, man. Just go. I don't know. Go watch Netflix. That's what I do, man. I just zoom out. Like I just go play Fortnite on my Switch or something. Like pretend every player. I have to see every player with Arteta's head, and I just start shooting at them. You know what I mean?
Pick up yourselves, man. But cheers to everyone for watching. Northside, what you got coming up, man?
Probably gonna do a preview. I got a show every Monday with Saint LFC. That's every Monday at 6:30. So yeah, I might just do the show, or I might just do a preview with him, as he's already a Liverpool fan. So yeah, I'll see what's going on. But I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the weekend. You know what I mean? I had to wake up early for this one. So yeah.
Big up yourself. Delboy, what you got coming up, man?
Think I'm going doing a live stream tomorrow with Gracie. I'm not sure yet time. Just keep an eye out and on Twitter and stuff like that as well. I'll drop it in that. And then on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, I'm going on Rich Sport, or ICH Sport. There's going to be a Brighton fan, Liverpool fan, myself, United fan. I think an Everton fan as well, going to be on that. So I'm looking forward to it, but I just hope that they don't give me too much stick. So at the minute like that, I'm not in the mood yet, But I might do a watch along as well for the Spurs and Chelsea game if you guys are interested on Wednesday. Might for their semi final.
Yeah, big up. I'll be down for that, man. But yeah, big up yourself, man. Big up Zach as well. I see you there. But big up everyone in the chat for supporting. Look,
I know everyone subscribe to Josh. Subbing. Come on, push him up.
Yeah, man, come on.
But I know we're all feeling deflated after today's game. But hopefully we can bounce back with another good performance against Liverpool. Hopefully we can get something, and then we've got Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. The last time we played them, I think we got battered 4-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't see that again. And then it's the Liverpool second leg, and then it's Spurs, which is going to be massive. And I'm not too confident for that game, but hopefully the next few games we can deliver.
What's your next game you're going to, Josh?
I'll be at the Liverpool game on Thursday.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but big up everyone. We are going to wrap it up. Like I said, go subscribe to Northside, go subscribe to Delboy, and we'll be back soon. I'll be doing a preview for the Liverpool game. I'll drop that maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. But until then, Happy New Year to everyone, and we're out.
Happy New Year, people. Say.